YouTube, what's up? Back again for another daily fishing video here on Andrew Upshaw Fishing. Guys, today we're talking about the Jordan Lee Exodus back to the Bassmaster Elite Series from the Bass Pro Tour. We're also going to talk a few more rumors about who's leaving and who's staying. Definitely some big news going on right now. But if you get a chance, hit that sub button in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Once you subscribe, click that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a video. So, you know, Jordan Lee, back-to-back Bassmaster Classic champion, was a standout college fisherman, winning the Elite Series, had a lot of success, left during the big mass exodus before, and now he's coming back. You know, we've seen quite a few anglers come back over the years, whether it be Brandon Palaniuk, Gerald Swindle, just to name a few, Jason Christie. You know, so we're seeing these anglers leave, come back, all these different things moving around. But I don't want to speak for Jordan. I don't want to say anything. I want him to actually tell you. So here's the video that I saw on social media to let you know how it all went down.
All right, so I'm here. I know why y'all are here. Y'all want to hear it straight from the source. There's been some rumors flying around where I'm going to fish next year. And just want to address some of those rumors, kind of tell y'all where I'm at. And yeah, so next year I'm going to be fishing the Bassmaster Elite Series. And you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a new start. And you know, I fished the Elite Series for 4 years, fished MLF for 5 years, and I can honestly say I'm not team MLF or I'm not team Bassmaster. I'm not a hater of MLF or I wasn't a hater of Bassmaster or any organization that I fished in. Never was, never will be. I have respect for, you know, both organizations, and I've always just loved the sport, you know, and I've always enjoyed it, enjoyed my job, enjoyed what I do, and I'm looking forward to just fishing tournaments, you know. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Elite Series, BFLs, Toyotas, club tournaments out at Smith Lake, you're going to find me there. And this was a decision that I made pretty quickly. Larry Nixon just retired, and he was going to take a Legends exemption, and so that wasn't on the table but a few days ago. But I got a call and kind of had to make a quick decision, but I really put a lot of thought into it, stayed up late at night, prayed about it, talked to my family about it, and just thought that this was the right decision for me going into next year. And I just love fishing tournaments, and I'm excited to fish a lot next year. Going to be fishing 9 Bassmaster Elite tournaments. I'm going to be fishing heavy hitters, the Red Crest, which I qualified for last year. I'm looking forward to promoting my sponsors, you know, the way I have, and I'm going to miss the guys that I fished against at Major League Fishing. There's no doubt. I grew up fishing against those guys in my early 20s, all the way to now, you know, from the Elites to MLF, and I've, you know, made a lot of great friendships, relationships that aren't going to end, but you get used to seeing the same faces, and I know a lot of the guys that fish on the Elite Series now. I know them personally. I don't see them a lot, but I always have had respect for them, and the same goes to me, I feel like. And so I'm looking forward to fishing against those guys.
I think Jordan said it best there. You know, it really wasn't a personal decision against Bass Pro Tour, but it was more of the opportunity that he saw with the Bassmasters Classic. You know, I've known about this for a couple weeks now, and I really felt like, honestly, I felt like last year he was going to make the move, but he made the move this year. Not surprised. You know, I know he's saying in the video that you know, it was a last-second decision. But I'm telling you right now, guys, this dude has been thinking about this for a little while, and the opportunity arose, and I'd be willing to bet there wasn't a whole lot of thinking in that couple-day window that Bassmaster gave him. It was more of a, you know, it was just kind of solidifying what he already knew, what he wanted to do. You know, always believed that Jordan deserved to be and needed to be at Bassmaster. I thought it fit who he was, how he fished, and all those different things. So they're huge fans of him. I think it's going to be a huge thing for his career, and it's going to be a huge thing for Bassmaster. I'll be honest, guys. Bass needs guys like Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee is a generational talent. He's, like I said, he's back-to-back classic champ. And I'm going on a limb. I can't say there's very many of those people. I'm not Pat Pangrak. I don't know the stats of every single classic of every single angler. But I'm going to just say him winning 2 classics is pretty special. Now, let's get into the other topic. The other people who are leaving. Jordan will not be the only one. Now, will he be the only one that makes it into the Elite Series? Yes. The reason is because they only take 2 Legends exemptions. Now, the other person that could leave that holds that Legends exemption, from what I've been told, is David Fritz. Now, if Fritz retires this year, that opens up another spot, which therefore would open up another place for an Angler of the Year or Classic Champ. I don't foresee that happening. I've been told that he's going to stay, so that will not open that door. Now, I have been told that there is a handful of guys leaving the Bass Pro Tour that we'll literally know in the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks. It's going to happen pretty fast because deposits are due. A lot of things are coming due. And I'm honestly shocked at this point that some of these guys haven't announced it yet. But I have on my list 7 guys that are heading out of the Bass Pro Tour. Now, I'm not going to disclose that list. I'm going to give these guys a chance to actually come out and say that they are leaving out of respect for them and the respect for what's going on. What we can talk about is Bobby Lane. Bobby Lane is headed back to the Bass Pro Tour. So we're having like a swap here. We're getting Jordan Lee and they're getting Bobby Lane. And I'll be honest, Bobby is a stand-up human. I really have a lot of respect for Bobby. He's a great fisherman. He's a great dude. Bass is going to miss him. And I'm going to miss him. I think he's a great angler. And I'll be honest, he's not one of my best friends. I don't talk to Bobby. I think I've had maybe like 4 conversations my entire life with Bobby Lane. But he is a stand-up person. He's a phenomenal fisherman, guys. Like, he is so, so good. I really wished so badly that he'd have qualified this year to the Elite Series. But I completely get it. You know, Bobby has a lot of different priorities. You know, he has his sponsor priorities. He has his family priority. And the deal is let's be honest, the Opens are kind of a purgatory right now for anglers that are deciding whether or not they want to keep going or just end their careers. And there's a lot of guys bunched up in one big group, and it's really, really hard to survive over here. So I think that was the best business decision that Bobby ever could have made because he gets to go back to the top. He's fishing high-level competition at the Bass Pro Tour, and he's going to make a lot more money. And his sponsors are going to be happier and things like that. Bobby is one of those traditional style fishermen. He's not a big YouTuber. He's not a big social media guy. He does give back in a lot of different ways, but he's just that guy that wants to go grind it out and win. He actually works really hard for his sponsors. He does a really good job. He's just not as media-driven as some other anglers are. So it fits him to go back to that type of level of competition because that's where he's going to get his views, his clicks, and things like that. So it's a great move by him. You know, I don't fault him whatsoever in this. I think it's a phenomenal move. I hate that he left, though. I really do. But we are going to get a handful of these other anglers coming from Bass Pro Tour. So what does that mean? So let's just say 7 guys leave. 7 guys are like, you know what, I requalified, but I'm out. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this crap no more. You know, it's just what it is. What happens is they start calling down the list of guys that they've already kicked out. So any guys that did not requalify for this past season got a phone call. And I know for a fact that they went a little bit down the list to actually get a couple guys. You're going to see some guys that you thought weren't requalified that are going to make it back. This is a big hit, guys. Like, some of the names that are on this particular list, I really wish I could share it. I wish so badly I could tell you. But these guys deserve to be able to tell you that they're headed out. And I don't really know what their plans are. I just know that they're not fishing Bass Pro Tour. They could fish the Opens. They could fish NPFL. They could just retire as far as I mean, I have no idea. I just know that they're not on Bass Pro Tour anymore. This is a really weird time in our industry right now. Kind of unprecedented because, like I said yesterday in the video, you're seeing guys retire that are really good fishermen, that still had years in the tank. This is a crazy trend. It's a crazy time. I got a lot of feedback from my video yesterday. It's just crazy. So that's what I got. This is what you get to see. I appreciate y'all watching my video. Make sure y'all stay tuned. We're going to be bringing you the latest and greatest in bass fishing. Sometimes it's going to be drama, and sometimes it's going to be fishing tips. So you never know what you're going to get here at Andrew Upshaw Fishing. But thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bam!